Terrorism has become the systematic weapon of a war that knows no borders and seldom has a face. Good morning everybody, I am Arafa of class 8th D. How can we have a war on terrorism when war itself is terrorism? This leads me to another question: what exactly is terrorism? Terrorism, in its broadest sense, describes the use of intentionally indiscriminate violence as a means to create terror or fear in order to achieve a political, religious, or ideological aim, primarily referred to as violence against innocents or non-combatants. The objective behind the observance of 21st May in India is to wean away the youth from terrorism and the cult of violence by highlighting the suffering of the common people and showing how it is prejudicial to the national interest. But as a matter of fact, India is no less prone to terrorism. We have faced different phases of terrorism in India. Who would forget the Bombay blasts, the largest coordinated terror attacks on Indian soil that killed 260 people and left 700 injured? Oh well, remember those perpetrators who belongs to two Pakistan-based terrorist organizations. I swear, how would an Indian citizen forget about the 2001 Indian Parliament attack? If I was asked to list the names of all severe terrorisms that happened in India, I would say with a weeping heart and trembling hands: 2006 Mumbai train bombing, 2007 Mecca Masjid blast, 2008 Mumbai attack, 2016 Uri attack. Why do I need to even say 2019 Pulwama attack? Yes, we did face all these. And terrorism didn't only silence people of the country, but gave growth to minds supporting attacks. And why do we need to stop terrorism? How is it necessary to not let it happen again in India? The answer to this question is the answer of another question: after effects of terrorism on individuals, society and country. Before considering the applicable legal frameworks and some key recurring issues for victims of terrorist attacks, it is important to identify some of the effects that resultant violations and trauma may have on the victims themselves. The potential effects on victims of terrorism can be devastating and multiple. It may be experienced at many interrelated levels, individually, collectively, and societally. Unlike the effects of accidental injury or disease, research on the effects of crime has stressed mental, psychological, and social effects, in contrast to physical or financial effects. The necessity of terrorism to be stopped is obvious here. The world will not change unless you change the world. Terrorism is a game of violence. Remove it with peace and love. The time for a change has already begun. Let the Israels don't blindfold you. Stand with whom you feel deserves to be stood by. Stand with Palestine. Not only an anti-terrorism India we must wish to create, but the world as a whole. Let's hope for a better tomorrow. Jai Hind.